is the reason you're here. Are you ready up there? Are you ready on my left? Down on the floor, are you guys ready? Every person in the Barclays Center right now, are you ready? One map to take it all. Let's hand over to the casters, Henry G, and my man, the Machine.
And we're straight into it. Team Liquid versus Astralis. Thank you so much, OJ. The pistol deep in play already. 1 minute 20 on the clock. So far, some control has been gathered towards the underpass area. Now Flash, but he doesn't care. It catches Magis. Not ready for the second, though. Dupree on the trade and does get info and a dink, no less, on towards Stewie. Down to just 5 points of health, looking to defend. Tapping away, Elige. Stuck in somewhat of a duel here. Standoff between the two of them does connect onto Device, now leaning towards B. 50 seconds, Stewie's playing the waiting game. He has support. It's 4 versus 3. They can pull back. They don't have to commit necessarily, but it looks like they want to. Astralis, they want to try and level the odds, get that early kill, and they've done it.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult task for them still, though. They have got time, but I don't think they can fall back at this point. They're so heavily committed. We'll see if Zipex is able to sell them anything at all here. He jumped in by himself, and his teammate is nowhere to be seen. It will be Glaive alone in the 3 versus 1 now. He has the bomb on his back, 25 seconds on the clock, and no grenades to speak of whatsoever. Also, no Kevlar. He'll make his way towards A. If he gets the bomb down, that would be great. And Nitro starting to transition towards that side of the map now. So even if he gets close, I'll be surprised at this stage. Nitro should be there, ready and waiting, but there is actually a chance now. The fact he can get towards the truck position, he goes with a fake plan though. 5 seconds remain, and now Nitro can just run in cleanly. At this point, he can't even win the round. Even if he gets that frag, Alex, he wouldn't have had time to plant. So I think just going for the plant initially there, that's all he was ever going to do with that, I think. And it's a little bit of a shame. They won't get any extra cash at that point, but it is going to be round 2 coming up. Astralis lose another pistol there. It's Dupree with a couple of frags, but that's all they get. No plant, and should be probably another eco here. We've seen a lot of these full eco rounds in round number 2 here.
That was a straight up 1v1 between Device and Elige on long. We did see the North American come out on top. Chad making quite the statement that at this moment, right now, at 4:57 in New York, Elige is the best player in the world. Well, quite the statement, and the best player. Oof. Is part of this Liquid machine, looking for their second. The nade does land on Glaive's head, though. He starts the pistol round with no Kevlar, and now he catches a nade straight to the face in round 2. He's had a terrible start to Overpass. Ooh. Erratic spray from Elige does get forced off, but Nitro long range, just sniping away, and the MP9s are working. No worries here.
Device and Zipex. Not many options here, I'm afraid. It's full SMGs for Team Liquid. It's going to look great for this round, but the AKs are coming out in the 3rd, so bear that in mind. Liquid, they might actually be better off giving one of these weapons away, or at least upgrading them next round, but still, for now, looking very good. Device, Zipex, just trying to see if there's any mistakes made here. Nitro starting to push towards middle. At this point, it's just a matter of time before they close things out. There's the initial kill, and it's going to be a 5-on-1.
Hi, silly question here.
Go for it.
Raising my hand. Is it ever necessary to buy 5 SMGs into that second round, or is it always a good idea to have either like a Deagle or a rifle, a FAMAS perhaps?
I don't like it too much, having 5 SMGs. There's been a lot of teams historically that have done that. Mainly French teams have focused on this second round full SMG array. For me, it's not a... I don't like it at all. I feel like you need to lose
situations like this, right?
Yeah, so now you find yourself with 4 MP9s, a UMP, up against 5 rifles on the T side. It's going to be a difficult round. It's more effort than not. The fact that it's going to be a bonus round. If you can pull this one off, you're in such a strong position. Your money's going to be overwhelming. But the fact is, you still have a strong buy next round. You'll still have cash to buy up. But it's just unlikely you're going to pull this one off.
Let's see if they can do it. Full SMGs, and so they bring a spot of aggression to the mix. Going to take the fight to Glaive, and he doesn't even get one. Sure, some damage done. Zipex trying to pick up the pieces, and he does catch a Legion Monster, but that's weapons retrieved and map control forgone. What can Astralis do with this? They're split up. Bomb leaning towards B, much more towards the T spawn. Dupree's gone on a solo mission towards long, and will dig his heels in there for now. Spotted by the jump peak. Oh, Nitro on Overpass as well. He was so quiet on the opener on Vertigo. Jordan on the desk suggesting it was because of the pressure of cooling. Well, Liquid much more of a well-oiled machine here on the 3rd map.
Still a good chance for Liquid with Naflight on the AK-47. He's actually rotated towards A, which is looking very good. That's where Astralis will finish, and Stewie trying to be flashed in at that point. They know they need quick kills. It's not going to happen so far. And the MP9 still doing damage here, but the trade's looking so good for Astralis. The last two players will be down to Nafla with the AK-47. He gets one, but now Twist rotating him with the UMP. He uses Incendiary. Does he push the smoke here?
He's thinking about it. All about timing. Starts to fade. He's caught off. Nice work with the Krieg from Zipex, but good resistance from Liquid. They didn't go down, bow out easy in that fight.
No, there was definitely a chance there, especially with Nafly waiting towards the CD steps of the AK-47. If he gets two, it's a done deal. But luckily, they get 3 kills there. So extra $600 per kill with the SMGs there. So you do get a decent amount going forward. As we'll see, 3 M4s here, the AWP for Nitro, a UMP for Twist. There's no kits again, but they're still in a pretty strong position here. It's not the end of the world, and we'll see what round 4 has in store for us here. It's Astralis who will be tested, as their money is down to 0 as well. Both teams fully invested here.
Nitro going for the early peek. The flash will force him off. Missed shot. I say missed shot, excuse me. Wild shot, as his vision was taken from him. Glaive with the UMP. Now note, not a single touch of head armor. Often referred to as a helmet. Nice one, Alex. Very grouped up, reminiscent of Liquid's T-side on Dust 2. It's not as vulnerable to early pushes for information on the other side of the map. Naf quite pushed up on long for his early spot load. And it's fast. Oh, it's the Astralis take. Smoke's not going to stop him. Twist, he's just staring at the wood. And Glaive, he's looking hard and fast. Another one, Dupree onto Stewie, ripping into the B site. We talked about this. This will be a discussion. Oh, no, Alish.
Yeah,
that's the equalizer.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there it is again through the smoke. Zipex is removed. They take the advantage here. And Nap with the flank. It's down to Glaive. 3 versus 1. Just has to go for the plant here. Bomb will go down. He's got a flashbang. 97 HP. And the Krieg in hand to try and make this one work. That's a great start, but he runs out of bullets. Has to reload. Wasn't aware how low his clip was at that point. It will be Liquid actually closing that one out. You're right. That is the Astralis. Pounds towards that B bomb site. It was looking great for them, but Ali somehow gets 2 quick kills. The first one was stunning. The second one was cheeky, as you like, through the smoke. And there it is. It will be 3-1 as Ali recovers the AWP with his 3rd frag to his name.
Gosh, I mean, you got to see how it feels to play that site if you just watch Twist's perspective. He was full flashed. He was playing anti-flash in case there was a second. Look at this. This is Glaive killing Twist, just staring at the wall. Great flash from Device. It caught him. Stewie, he did the best he could. He cut down 1, but it was Alish who saved the day. Look at that first shot. The second, just nonsense. Pieces it together. Starts to work out. He sees just a couple of traces through the wall. Combination of luck and skill. That's talent.
Well then, Astralis will buy up with everything they possibly can here. It's going to be 2 AK-47, the Krieg, 2 Deagles, and potentially a little execution there. Those are the Astralis grenades. You'll see those land towards the boost position there, but they don't really connect at all. So you usually see Astralis throw those grenades and actually yield a frag more often than not. But it's very telegraphed. That's why I feel like a lot of teams are aware of that prospect and trying to avoid that position until the nades come through. Astralis will retreat from the B side of the map and starts heading towards A, potentially long here, as they have the AK-47's device to lead the charge here with the Krieg. No strong long presence here from Liquid. They have got Nitro right at the back with the AWP. You'll see him AWP fantastically well on this A side. He is an absolute monster when it comes down to it. When the pressure's applied, when he has to deliver shots, he is absolutely fantastic at that spot. No
absence of pressure here, Henry. 3rd map, semi-final. Looking for revenge are Liquid and Astralis.
There it is.
Nitro's AWP, double triple! Nitro and AWP overpass, an iconic combination. He's doing it again and again. Presented with an opportunity, trying to hit the sporadic wall bang. He's not done. He wants the ace, it's taken from him, but spectacular from Nitro. He is laughing right now. Surname Oxide.
That was almost too perfect there. We build him up and he delivers. He's done that so many times on the A side of the map, but just look how clinical this is. Every shot, every position so precise and so thought out, and it will be 4-1. That was the force fight from Astralis as well, remember. They're going to have to take a pretty much full eco here as we enter round number 6. They've got Deagles, PD-50s, no nade, no armor, and a bit of aggression here as Elise looks to get a nade deep into the T steps. I think that will take Device down, not quite. He bravely pushes the flames. Oh, he steals away the lighter of Elise.
I did it again. Oh, and he's pushed him, tagged him twice. Nitro's scarpering for cover. He's going to retreat to the site, makes sense. Device through the flames, and now Twist, well, he'll solve any of the problems caused by Device's aggression. Okay, sigh of relief. And an apology from me. Sorry about that.
That was what would you call that noise? Is that a screech?
I think,
or
yeah, a squeal. A squeal.
A squeal.
I think we'll define that as a squeal.
Right. Well,
But,
more of that.
Maybe not.
Magus with Desert Eagle, no armor, just waiting as he'll explore his options towards the B side of the map. You can see Liquid now. They can leave out the Astralis playbook and just holding up, and this should be a nice clean finish. He does get one, that's not bad. Keeps him on somewhat of a leash there financially, but Twist to get his third. He's got the MP9 into the next round as well. A ton of money built up here for the Liquid boys. 5-1 in the third and deciding map.
12 frags combined for Astralis, 10 for Nitro alone. That's the start they were looking for. Getting him online, the guys talked about it on the desk. It's about getting the individuals to be on par with Astralis. Forget about the executes. You know, Liquid have done their preparation. Sonic announced it actually in his interview with Sadakist. It was interesting that he's already, you know, conscious that that B take, that B go, as he referred to it, is likely going to have been solved, or at least to some extent, from Liquid. We've seen it work once. Heavy lean to B here. How does this look? Stewie goes aggressive, and he's not fully punished. He's wounded, scabs on his knees, but able to set himself up somewhere else.
With the AWP, that's okay. You don't need 100 HP with that. Even 1 HP, as long as you're alive, you can still operate in a defensive manner. Astralis, anything but. They're getting aggressive now as they push through the monster tunnel. Magus waiting to see if the flames will touch him. Oh, the smoke bounces over. Bit of a waste there, but he stays alive. It's okay. Now starting to feel the pressure, taking a lot of damage here as they exchange blows towards a short position. Still a 4 versus 4, trying to extinguish whatever they can. And Stewie 2K was alive and well, but not for long. May just take care of him.
But Stewie got his preemptive smoke down. That's some cover for Twist to maneuver around. He's only got the SMG. It's a 5 versus Magisk. He wins it cleanly. Full flash, though. How is he not dead? Finally caught by Device. Elise goes in the gap, but precision from the Danish AWP, this time with the Krieg. Just Nitro remains. 1 versus 3. This round should be the Astralis second.
Yeah.
No chance for him to really contest this. Certainly not with his weapon of choice. He's got the form. He's got the mechanics. Connects the first onto Glaive.
He doesn't fancy it, which is absolutely fine. Like, yeah, they have a load of money here. They've got a nice lead, but him with the AWP trying to get through Monster, taking 2 players down, defusing a bomb, it just doesn't seem realistic.
When you say it like that, Henry.
Yeah, if you make it like that, it doesn't seem that likely. So I like that he gets that big kill, manages to fall back there. They're going to stay on the bomb side. They're not sure if he's going for it. Has he rotated? But for now, he will be saving the weapons. It'll be 5-2 as Astralis pull one back, focusing towards that B bomb site once again, this time yielding success. Device with 2 kills with the Krieg, managing to pick up the AWP at this point from the corpse of Stewie 2K. So the double orbs had not as successful there for Team Liquid, trying to challenge at the very start towards Monster. Stewie took a lot of damage there at the very start, and it will be round 8 coming through. Astralis starting to get back on their feet.
Looks very different, though, if Stewie hits that shot. He had a chance. It was presented to him. And that's going to really, that would rip the wind from the Astralis sails on that quick take. You can see the theory crafting. They've put some thought into how to hamstring Astralis' T-side.
Yeah.
This time not to no avail.
It's a very difficult process. Like, it's similar to that execution they had that was so famous before. And speaking of which, we don't see many kills come from this boost, but when it does work out, it's very fun. You go for a 4-man boost. You look towards the heaven position. You're looking to see if any CTs are caught in transition at this point. Oh, there it is. You don't see it too often, but when it lands, it certainly gets the crowd going. The leads will be dropped, and it's a nice early advantage from Astralis. The problem with that boost is it takes all 5 players to get in that position. If you get nothing from it, you've essentially wasted 30 seconds, but they're going to be very happy with that one, Alex.
Yeah, they got exactly what they wanted, but look what that's done. That gap, that void enabled some aggressive warping from Nitro. He's being pushed. Shut down by Glaive's UMP, long range. And now the advantage is starting to spiral. What can you do with just 3? They're starting to commit their utility towards A, the bomb with them as well. Glaive's the first on the scene in a very big way, can keep them suppressed with his SMG. It's the perfect weapon for the job, close quarters, smokes them off, locks them out. Stewie's on the other side of the map, asking for the audio descriptive version of the round because he's not a part of it. And they'll just keep hold of their weapons. Astralis, though.
There's
no always something, isn't there? There's always something on that strap book to pull out. Everyone familiar with it, but it's the timing, it's the call itself. That's the play.
Absolutely, and it's not like Elise really did anything wrong there. Like, he's just trying to get in position for the initial push, the rush there. Corp as he went towards heaven, and that's a lovely opening pick, and then they close things out as well. Glaive from the connector, looking towards middle. Nitro knew he had to try and get some real estate back, a pick in their favor, funnel them back in towards B potentially, but it doesn't work out. The UMP will drop him there. Astralis had the option to pick up the AWP and put it in the hands of Glaive, who currently has the UMP, but instead they throw that weapon out of the map. It's not really viable to have two ults on the T side. Sure, you can make it work, but it's not a kind of stance you want to lean towards at all.
Certainly not when you've got such proficient riflers. And so Overpass keeping itself level, as many hoped. The opening two went the way of Liquid before the first round was on the board from the Danes. Let's see that again from Device. He was quick to adjust. You know he didn't have that long before Elise would be once again behind cover. Quick flick and an opening frag that they managed to profit from.
Well, there we go. This one's starting to warm up now, ladies and gentlemen. It's Team Liquid with a difficult buy here. They've got a Desert Eagle for Elise, but they do have the Orb of Nitro. Now we've seen how powerful this weapon can be. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. That's the in-game leader removed. Glaive dropped early. This time advantage Liquid.
For our European viewers, give him a centimeter, he'll take a kilometer.
There we go. It's nice,
in case anyone was confused.
Language barrier sometimes.
In case anyone was getting their wires crossed. Tags, no frags though, and Stewie, he's willing to take the fight. Already damage done to Dupree as well. Do they continue the advance? Smokes, flashes, he's ready. Twist has handled it with poise and elegance. They mop them up. Just one remains. Device looks like he wants to at least do some damage. He takes the AK instead of the AWP. There's a reason for that. He wants to push in, and nothing left in the tank. Round 9 concludes. It will be 6-3 in favor of the defense. Team Liquid.
That's a really nice play from Liquid at the start there. Nitro not shaken from losing the previous round. He's still challenging towards those T-steps. Nails an absolutely fantastic shot there. Sets Liquid up, and Astralis try to answer back with a push through Monster, but they are greeted by a very angry CT defense there. That's the great job from Nitro and Twist. One of the mainstays of this deep bomb side. So much talent towards this side of the map. They're going to need it. We've seen what Astralis are capable of on that side. But still, we get into the next round. A buy available for both squads. This time, 5 rifles for Astralis. No Device AWP, but that's not a problem. He is very, very capable with the Krieg, as we've seen.
I think Elise saw him. Device jumping for the info off the slide. That's enough to back away. Look at this. There is Counter-Strike being played before a bullet is fired. And that's the end of my stating the obvious. Towards long, Nitro and Elise. Device to go hunting. He's left to his own devices, and he doesn't get a chance to really sell anything here, Henry. He's been shut down before he could even get his goods out of his trolley.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And we'll see whether this 5-on-4 will lead to another round on the board here. Nitro, we saw this position before. You have to wake up pretty early in the morning to catch him out. And we'll see whether Astralis have any sort of execution left to make this one work. Elise being baited in towards the corner there at long as well. It's Magisk lurking towards B, waiting to see if there's any sort of push, but Liquid don't have to at this point. They don't need water control. They already have the man advantage, and Stewie just investigating towards Monster. They've pretty much confirmed that's clear now. They've really committed to swinging out together and making sure they at least get a trade out of that if anyone is waiting towards T-spawn. With 30 seconds remaining, Astralis will finish up towards B. Twist seems to be happy to stay there in the bomb site. He does take a lot of damage from the Molotovs landing in, and here it comes, a final commitment from Astralis.
It's all on Twist. The rotate does arrive just in time. Naf to support. He's done. Just on Twist then. Flash does clear. He has an opportunity to take that fight. That was the bomb as well. Dupree, that was risky. Nice flick. Nitro. Molotov connects as well. Through the box. Not quite going to catch him as he ducks for the plant.
Oh!
And another from Nitro.
No way.
Overpass is his map, but he can't quite close it. Zipex saves the day for the Danes, but that was almost disastrous.
That would have been an ace from Nitro. He gets 4 kills. One more bullet would have done it. He doesn't win the round, but he certainly keeps Astralis modest there, I have to say. That's his 16th kill. Remember back on Vertigo, he was struggling to even break 5 frags there. And now he's stepping up and going above and beyond at the most important moment of this entire matchup. Overpass, the great decider between these two teams. They're both very well versed and they're dangerous and bringing their absolute A-game here as we go 6-4. There will be a tactical timeout, and Liquid look to be broken at this stage. They have USBs on 3, no armor so far, a couple of flashbangs, and I would say that's a push towards middle all day long. They're going to try and flash over and see if they can overwhelm the Astralis, who should be waiting in a more defensive manner if they're reading the money correctly.
He started that round on long, and he nearly finished it on the retake. Let's see this from his perspective. Gets one with the Molotov thanks to the hard work of Twist, and Magisk was the one to shatter his dreams. I believe it was Elise who went down first. And that was the end of that. Hyped stuff from Astralis, and we're into the game. Early damage. Those USPs you talk about will just be like throwing packing peanuts at Kevlar.
Yeah, well, they did flash over towards middle. They had a decent grenade towards the T-step, but I think that's just a cue for Astralis to start heading towards B. We'll see if that's the case here. Debris, he certainly seems to think so, making its way through T-spawn. And Device holding the AWP, making sure that no one's following them in tow here. B site completely open. Smoke down towards heaven. Nothing too flashy or technical required here, Alex. Yeah. Just a standard procedure, getting that bomb down and making sure you keep 5 players alive.
Game of survival for them now. Molotov will force them back from any hijinks on the boost. You could have boosted for line of sight onto the site. So Astralis will pick up their 5th. Something we don't think about enough. We often just talk about the teams as teams, you know, Team Liquid, Astralis. But from the individual standpoint, this rivalry is exhilarating as well. All of these players, you know, they unplug their mouse and keyboard and go to sleep in their own bed every night. You know, these have an additional pressure of wanting to perform in these rivalries.
We got a little bit dicey there with the headshots delivered from Team Liquid, but a nice finish there from Dupree as he sticks to landing. 3 kills for himself. We go 6-5, exactly what we wanted. We want this to be a really close game. We've had some close scorelines overall, but it's been landslide halves from either side, especially on Vertigo. Remember, Liquid didn't post a single round on their T side. Similar scenes for Astralis on Dust 2. We want this one to go the distance and in the right way as well. A back and forth affair that tests the mental fortitude of both teams. As we get into the next full gun rounds here, we'll have Orps on either side, Device and Nitro, the man of the hour here. We want to see him perform. He's so good on this map, and another boost here. Surely this doesn't work out again. Well, not if you do it like that. It's going to fall apart. Doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal, but still a little bit disheartening when you set it up.
They've been telling Xyp9x to stop using butter as hair gel. Shot from Glaive, though. That's Stewie gone. 90 seconds still on the clock with an early first blood. Glaive admittedly low, but he can operate with that. Can still use all his utility. He'll be at the back of the pack. First time for everything. He's often the spearhead of the assault. And actually, the Bogdan's Law, I believe it's called.
I believe so. That is the technical term.
Yeah, the AWP will be swapped over to Glaive.
Molotov towards the sandbag position. Device looking to pounce straight after it's delivered, and Nafly confirms that connector is clear, but they've given up the B side at this point. You can see they've got that water control. That could be their downfall here as Elise and Naf actually make it seem to work here. Nafly now getting control of the B side. Dupree will have to get a double kill. Not going to happen.
Twist should handle this one, finish this one off. They do so. Triple from Twist in that round, and they let them have B. They give them Monster. Enough rope to hang themselves, perhaps. Great fragging from Liquid on the retake. Of sorts.
Yeah, it didn't seem likely that Liquid would be able to recover that one. All it would take was one smoke towards short from Astralis there, but they weren't exactly aware. It was a push towards water from Liquid that actually gave them great positioning here. Glaive goes down. As Swiss comes in towards short. Really fantastic work from him. Strong fragging from Liquid in that round. You see, starting to get to Dupree now. 7-5, advantage Liquid. Exchanging blows in a difficult force buy for Astralis. They have 2 rifles, MAC-10, UMP, and 1 pistol for Device, as they have 5 players outside B bomb site once again.
God, it is a real messy buy. Twist to be tested once again. He's been preparing for this. Ever since Berlin, he's been thinking about this map, this team, what they did to him. Now, looking to fight back. It's Naf, actually, who pipes up loud. He's shut down now. Naf still to defend. They have got the rotate in. Elise gone. Still all Naf. He's been caught by Magisk. And just like that, the round starts to fall apart.
That's such a great call from Astralis. We'll get into that just after this sequence. Whether Nitro has anything to say about this is yet to be seen. I think that will confirm things. So what I can gather from Astralis at this point, when they know it's a double AWP setup for Liquid, that's when they come in. They're happy to jump in towards a B site. They gave up the AWP Device in the previous round, and Stewie 2K, he's always going to pick that up. Their go-to stance to the double AWP setup. Once they know that's up and rolling, they're going for that pound setup again. A couple of flashes over, some Molotovs, and they get in there with the MAC-10s and the rifles following in tow there, and it actually works out so well. Stewie's the first player to go down. That AWP has no impact whatsoever. If you had the M4 there with Twist, probably a different story. It's a bit more nimble. And Astralis with almost nothing there. Remember, 2 rifles do manage to make it work, and actually we'll leave this round with 3 of them.
What a call.
Yeah, that's really strong.
Lovely.
Have you read that? Like knowing that your money's completely broken.
Yeah.
And you've got the balls to actually say, we're going to go for a full buy here. Same approach, knowing they've got a double orb set up now.
Just trust me.
Pretty fantastic stuff.
Badass. Once again, call could come out from Glaive. Of course, Sonic behind them should they need their timeout. But for now, 7-6, third map. It's the semifinals of ESL One New York. It's great to have you. Don't we all, bro? We all do. Let's see that double kill from Naf. Yeah, oh, he jumped down into the second frag. They gave it a good go, but Stewie shut down early. They had to operate at a disadvantage right from the get-go on that.
Wow, round 14. Pressure starting to be applied to the North Americans. They'll have a difficult buy themselves here. They do have the AWP, of course, from the previous round, but it's going to be CZs for Naflight and Stewie 2K and Twists, 3 of them. 1 rifle for Elige, and Nitro, he'll have to go above and beyond here. Usually finds himself towards the A site. I wouldn't be surprised now if he starts mixing things up and going for an aggressive pick, maybe boosted towards short. It looks like he's focusing towards B at least for now, so he just wants to go for a monster pick. That can be a go-to when times get a little bit tough. There's actually 4 players heading over there with the AWP, and Astralis still focusing on that side of the map. It's applying a lot of pressure here.
So what's the answer? With this kind of buy, it looks like it's going to be fast again from Astralis, already charging in. It's traded 1 for 1. Twist still there with the CZ, gets a fresh clip. Can't find the frag. Instead, it's Device and Magisk. All of Astralis now into B. Naf's handled it. Keep it level, and out as the dust settles and the Molotov flies, it will be a 1 versus 2, all onto Elige. Looking for 2, taps away just a little bit towards Glaive. He's getting Magisk on the swing, punished, and now the bomb can go down. It's on Glaive's back, but he chooses to back away.
Yeah.
It's time for chess.
It absolutely is, and with 1 minute 10 on the clock as well, Glaive knows his options are very strong at this point. Wherever he goes, Elige will be second-guessing himself. There's so many points of access now with this time remaining. The problem is for Glaive, he has no utility to follow this one up, but the bomb goes down clearly towards the A side of the map. Elige there in time with no kits, no less. He also has no grenades here, so it's really just a small advantage with the rifle in the hands of Elige, but he has no idea as to where Glaive is.
Checking all of his options. The bomb is planted for toilets, and therefore that's an expectation he's going to have set. Glaive's already tucked himself in towards bank. And indeed, this play does feel like money. No kit, don't forget, tags him. Glaive's done enough. Looking to take the fight again, just tucks himself into the corner. Elige gets the frag. 10 seconds on the defuse, but it was a close one. Draw the fire. Nice work from Elige. He had to go through a lot of processes of elimination. It's going to be right down to the wire.
No, he hasn't got it!
What?
He doesn't get it!
7! It's Astralis, they get the round. It must have been just a half a second.
I don't know, we'll have to look. It looked like those guys were already cheering on the Liquid side. It felt like it was done. But the no kit comes back to haunt them. My goodness, Glaive, he thought he had lost that one.
He did.
It looked like it was absolutely going in favor of Liquid. So if you're not aware, it takes 10 seconds to defuse a bomb without the kit, and that came right down to the wire. That was down to the milliseconds there. It looked like it was a done deal, but no. It felt like it was almost a bit of lag. I wasn't sure what was going on. It was such a strange result.
Hang on a second. I'm going to have to shut up because Naf's bringing the fight to them. Early aggression with his Desert Eagle. He's got shut down. Admittedly, some damage done to Glaive. We'll see if that plays a part later in the final round of our final map of this series. Through middle they go. Traveling as a pack. At the very front of that pack is Device from Long. He's actually just walked into A. Look at this, it's wide open. They've got the info, looking to end this half with the lead, albeit tiny. Full control, making sure not a single CT is behind enemy lines. Oh, and speaking of behind enemy lines, Nitro, if he gets the timing right. Oh, he's been spotted and eliminated. Nice work from Zip.
Well, 5 on 3, make it 2. Device will take down a lead. It looks like we might be done here in the first half. Astralis will snatch things away. They had a 5-1 deficit on their T side. They closed things out 8-7. What a fantastic first half there is. And now that really sets the scene for the second, Alex.
Yeah, I can't wait. We are going to be taking a quick break. When we do come back, it's time to find out who is going to be the first team locked into the grand finals of ESL One New York.
Stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to Oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No. I stopped to my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe, only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she brings
A battle for the world's best. Team Liquid versus Astralis. A grudge match continues in the final half. One of these two teams is off to the grand final tomorrow. On Championship Sunday, Team Liquid meet Astralis in the second half of Overpass. I'm Machine, he's Henry G, and we are about to get back underway. New York is with us. New York is with us in a big way. You still awake, New York?
That's what we like to hear. I'm sure you'll get louder as this game progresses. And now, excuse me. And now the pistol begins. We will see Liquid on the T side. We can analyze their buy and see how they'll be presenting themselves here. They've got a P250 for a lead. Smokes, flashbangs, one Molotov available. A lot of teams focusing towards B on these pistols, and Liquid don't seem to be any different. They're starting to head towards short, and Stewie2K to lead the charge. He's got the Glock armor, but now no head. This is ruthless of Astralis. They're finding every single kill. It's a 5-on-1, as quick as you like, and Nitro left seeing absolutely nothing there, just a complete disastrous approach there from Liquid, pushing towards short, and Astralis shut them down.
1 minute 33 when the first round ends of the second half. That's fast, the meat grinder. Stewie, I have to say, that was an audacious repeat. He caught the info they were boosted, and he wanted to take that fight with the Glock. Look how easy this is for Magisk. He's wiggling, he doesn't have to worry, no sweat on his palms. And then Zipex with a very aggressive two-piece.
Yeah, as soon as they call that the players boosted, they're all looking towards that position. They're not going to be focusing towards short, so it couldn't have gone any better there for Astralis. It's Liquid now with the full eco after not getting the bomb down, of course. Didn't even find a single frag there. Convincing stuff. And you see Astralis, they haven't got 5 SMGs. They've gone for 3 rifles here. And we'll see just a PD-50 and a Deagle on the Liquid side, and a lot of damage done at the very start. Even more so as Dupree finds the head of a leech.
They just set it up, don't they? Firing off the M4 shots from the rifle of Device, and then Dupree can go hunting with the MP9 when all eyes were not on him. Okay, phew. Nitro, he gets his one. It was a freebie. Back turn, Dupree has his ace denied, but it's all about the grand scheme, and double digits for Astralis. 6 rounds away from grand finals.
Considering on the CT side, it's looking very good for Astralis here. We will have a buy available for Liquid, of course, after taking the full eco there, but no plants found. So no AWP, that's for sure. There will be rifles across the board. Nafly will have to give in and go for the Galil instead. Absolutely fine in the right hands, just not as deadly as the Krieger AK-47. Round 18. Astralis still with a UMP in hand, but 4 rifles overall. As Liquid starts to head into a depot here. One player towards B, that's going to be Nafly. And it will be Nitro, Elite, and Twist. Is patrolling the middle position. Twist focusing towards long. Dupree's got himself in the connector right now. He sits by the shelving.
This angle catches people off more than I expect it to.
Yeah.
It's such a deep clear. Often you get negligent because you're worrying about the top of the stairs. Might find out exactly how it plays out. Stewie quiet from him on Overpass. Looking for his 5th frag here, round 18. So the initial investigation towards Long has not bore fruit, and instead a change of plan.
They have 2 smokes remaining and 2 flashbangs. It's really not ideal on the Liquid side. And
oh, he checked it.
He did as well. He actually got it sounded like a dink through the edge of the wall there, but it's going to be Stewie going down. As you said, he's struggling this game. 4 and 15. Major's anything but a double spray down, make it a triple. He's found the bomb. There's absolutely nothing Elige can do at this point. Another impossible situation as he holds towards short. It's the UMP that's going hunting and does get the intel that Elige is towards water, and the grenade is going to do significant damage. It hits him in the face before it explodes.
It couldn't get worse. Your teammates die, nades land on your face. The wallbang could have connected though. Something for Elige. Everything else just locked out. Bullets, smoke, nades. It's the Astralis effect. Left in a clutch versus the Danes, it's a terrifying experience, especially when there's utility left.
That's Majors is absolutely mowing them down. What a prime spot that was with the scoped weaponry.
It looks so easy from his perspective. This is the world's best team, ladies and gentlemen. Magisk is just shooting them like fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Body shots.
They just didn't have the utility to clear things out as much as they'd like. There were a couple of flashes, 2 smokes remaining. They had to be very conservative with their utility at that point. They face check towards Monster. They just can't believe his luck. It was incredibly skilled from him, but still, he manages to get 3. The bomb goes down. It was an absolute nightmare for Liquid. And now finding themselves with $3,000 per player. The most they can really do with this, Alex, is go for a partial buy. That'll be P250's Deagle's armor, a little bit of utility. They definitely have a chance to win these rounds, but a couple of players dropping off, especially Stewie 2K, as we mentioned, 4 and 15 for him in the 3rd and final map. He needs to pull his socks up here in the second half if they're going to stand a chance of getting back from this deficit.
This really is, I mean, the word you used, nightmare. And if this was a nightmare, I think Astralis are Team Liquid's sleep paralysis demon. That's what they see. The Astralis players, just from the edge of the corridor. 5 rounds away, Magisk with some aggression. He's playing so much confidence oozing from his gameplay, and this is another example of that. Look at the aggression sweeping to check underpass before he recedes into short.
5 and 4. Not really that much invested at all here. Deagle's no armor, and a 5 on 3 as quick as you like. Oh, great shot from Dupree.
Damn. There's more where that came from, potentially. Tapping away. Long range, and he's got his eyes pressed to his screen. Trying to find that 3rd frag. He won't be able to find Elige as Deagle connects, and so thrown into an all too familiar circumstance. Last man standing.
Oh, yes. Well, 40 HP. This was just a little bit of investment. I'd call it an eco, considering 3 players had
Deagle.
No armor there at all, but it is going to be 12 on the board for Astralis now, homing in on victory and trying to get himself a place in the grand final. Best of 5 here in New York. It's going to be absolutely epic. Liquid, they're still looking a little bit quiet here. Yet to post around in the second half. It's 4-0, early days, but such a strong start from the Danes here.
No, Magisk, knowing that the opponent was going to be hampered somewhat, wanted to bring that fight early, not let any big grouping of numbers, surprise stacks and all of that stuff. Molotov goes out, we'll slow them down. Elige flashed as well, he'll stay back.
Oh, the nade. That's done so much damage towards Elige, and Twitter lands in their back pocket and pushing towards water once again. This is Astralis that's really feeling it.
Yeah. It's mojo, you can see it in the moves.
Yeah, this is their final form, I would say. Now, what's the player from Liquid? They're stuck in their own spawn. They're waiting for a push here that might not ever be coming. They've got plenty of time still, but 4 players holding towards a T-spawn position, going to be flashing over and trying to challenge towards Monster, but no one's there to receive it. Astralis have fallen back to the safety of the bomb site itself. And I feel like this has to be the execution now from Liquid. They still have plenty of options here. But 1 minute on the clock, they need to start working out where their next move lies. Contact play towards B, potentially. Straight up.
Looks like it hinges on twists. He'll be flashed in close. The Molotov arrives just in time. He's not ready for both. Zipex deals with twists with a shrug of his shoulders. Magisk on barrels in support. Swings out himself, putting some bullet through that smoke. Nitro tagged. Zipex caught. Keeps things level 4-4. And Stewie, patience is rewarded. Device on the rotate gets shut down. And that's the response. But I think Glaive, he's so smart. He's going to push short. get the info that it's clear, or is it? Naf has the bomb on his back. That's a huge frag. He needed that. 3 versus 2.
If he gives that one up, it's round done. That's going to be the bomb down with 25 seconds remaining. They will make their way towards the ace site, but who's ready and waiting for them is Dupree. He's got the Krieg in hand. He needs 2 kills at least to try and make this one a reality. There's the first and the second. 15 seconds remaining, and Nafly surely can't do anything with this. They know exactly where he is. Time ticking away. He gets the first. He needs to plant right now. Will Mage's push? He will not. Bomb planted now, and Nafly has enough time to fall back.
Oh, and a moment to breathe. A sharp inhale from everyone here in the Barclays Center. 1 versus 1.
He has no kit and $7,300 in reserve.
Uh-oh.
He has to go find one. This is awkward. Where is it?
No, not on Dupree. 10-second defuse is the reality for Magisk. He's living in that reality.
Oh!
And it doesn't matter, or does it? Safer than the one before, that's for sure.
Okay.
Once bitten, twice shy, though. I'm not going to get excited until I fully sit. There we go.
If you ever find yourself with $7,000 at the end of a buy, just get yourself a kit. Treat yourself, you know?
Yeah, why not?
That could have been desired. They give that one up because the kit wasn't there. He would have been kicking himself. That could have been the unraveling of Astralis there. But still, no harm, no foul. You win the round. We won't dwell on it too much. We said Dupree needed 2 kills, Alex. He delivered on all fronts.
He really did. Magisk, I mean, if he doesn't connect to the head, if Naf tagged and gets away, that round's gone. Perfect. Besides the absence of a kit, let's not forget that. Perfect.
You
know what?
He's got one now.
He has got one now. Learn from
you know
his
what?
mistake.
I'll get a kit, guys.
Round 21, last map. Astralis 3 rounds away from doing to Liquid what they did in Berlin all over again. This time, admittedly, some more resistance. A great dust 2 from Liquid put them here. But into the hurt locker, then it's Overpass. Glaive! Zipex is there too. There's a reason Liquid have been sitting at spawn. It's for plays like that.
Yeah, that works out perfectly. You can see why they're doing it at this stage. It's a flash over from Astralis, trying to push 2 players out. They did a lot of damage, but it only gets 1 kill. Mage is the same position. He managed to get 3 in before. Can he replicate that form? This time with the Krieg, not the Org. It will be Nafly the challenge first. Are they going to flash it this time? They surely just don't face check it. It's twisted OHP. The bomb goes down. Here we go again. He's only good for 1, but he gets the intel.
Device, though, finds the head of Naf real quick. Got the opportunity to reposition. Doesn't need to. They're walking into his crosshairs. 1 versus 2 for Stewie.
He needs this. 5 kills to his name, Alex. If he can pull this one off, all will be forgiven. It's a 1 versus 1 now. Dupree, does he push through? Stewie's got this. He's done it! It was a must-win clutch, and he delivers the goods on all fronts. Recovers the AWP, and Liquid have still got something to say about Overpass here. 13-8 on a round that didn't look possible.
They lose that, it's over, Henry. That's 14, Astralis. Pulled apart, great catch, gets Device, then an awkward exchange in the smoke. The Molotov bounced off him. Sees the shadow, sees the body on the edge of the smoke, and that's so crucial. Eyes light up for twists. Possibility, an opportunity in order to recover. It is going to break Astralis. They're down to pistols and some Kevlar.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. If Stewie doesn't win that, that's a GG moment. Astralis just coast this one. They're done. They're home and dry. But he delivers. That's what he had to do. Doesn't matter how many frags you get. He has to try and find those important rounds. You can hear the crowd coming back to life now. Nice to have you with us. It's going to be the full eco for Astralis here. A little bit of partial investment with the Desert Eagles. But clean kill so far. It's Naf. Removes the head of 2. Device and Zipex remain.
The muffled roar of the Barclays Center in his headphones with every frag he gets. That's going to do something to you. Grand scheme, don't lose a weapon, don't lose a player. That's the restraint we've seen from Astralis in rounds similar to this, and Liquid no different. Shots connecting, that was quick. Who is that? That's Zipex. On the barrels, will not be forced off. Device has a chance with the crossfire as well. Twist saves the day. Exhales all round. It's with the Galil, he finds the last 2.
13-9. Liquid arrive in the second half in the nick of time. They were actually 5-0 down until Stewie 2K delivers in the 2-on-1 clutch. Here's Nafly putting bodies in bags as they push off towards Shorter Monster. Really nice stuff there. Double AWP setup on the Astralis side. Now, we said we haven't seen too much of that historically from Astralis. It's not Dupree this time. It will be Glaive, who has been using it more and more this year especially. We'll see if he can deliver it. He actually has the audacity to push off towards Shaw. He wants to see if he can get the first pick. It looks great. Doesn't quite nail the shot, though. He'll have to fall back.
Very wide swing for that tight line. That nade doesn't look too bad, actually, just beneath Twists. Had he been lower, that would have hurt. So does that. The counter wall bang.
No helmet, that's why it does such significant damage there. Glaive took a bit of a gamble there. Normally you're fine against the AK-47s, but if there's a wall bang like that coming in, you will take significant damage. Yeah, down to 21. It's okay considering it has the AWP, but still it's going to rattle you.
Probably won't be playing that corner for the rest of this round. Device flashed off. We're starting to group. Another flash and a shot reveals Device's location. That's enough of a cue for him to back away.
Absolutely true. 55 seconds remaining now. Bomb makes its way towards the bathrooms here, making quite a lot of noise. It seems like the AWP will be positioned towards long. That's going to be in the hands of Device. Dupree maybe going to get flashed in here, holding by the flower bed. It's Device smoking off towards bathrooms. It will be an A finish here from Liquid. 40 seconds remaining, and all 5 players on this side of the map. Device needs to help out Dupree to the best of his ability, but there's only one player there. They might be focusing too much towards long at this point. Device needs information. He still has the smoke down, but his teammate has been removed.
25 seconds, Liquid, they're going to start feeling the clock. Be aware of it. The CTs are on the rotate as well. The time is enough to confirm that this is where they commit. Device waiting for his teammates to arrive. He catches one on the cross twist. He's going to be furious! Device is insane! Pushing forward, he's not ready for it! And another one! Stewie2K missed his shot! And Device, 2 short, the third, nonsense.
That's ridiculous. How he hits that first shot, I thought, okay, that's just Device things. But he gets the second as well with another headshot.
The only chance he has to catch anyone before that bomb goes down is in that gap, and they leap through it. Look at this, the smoke is down. This is all he had to operate with. And not only the first, but the second, the lead was jumping for the truck. The third's, well, we won't talk about that one. Still, 14 though to 19. 19, nice maths. I'm a bit shaken after that round. But the timeout will be called by Astralis just to settle themselves down. And for perhaps me too.
That's the epitome of a world-class play there from Device. It looked like he had no wiggle room at all. He had one angle, one shot really to make that one work. He nails absolutely everything, ends up getting 4. I have no idea what happened. I assume the player by APC was blind there. I think it was Stewie. I think he was just recovering from the flashbang we saw from his POV. But still, that's going to be a gut punch for them. They had the advantage there. The smokes were down. The Molotovs were there. The vision had been blocked from Device, but still, he makes it work. 14-9, there is money there for Liquid, but it's being drained at this point. 1 round away from series points and booking himself a place in that grand final tomorrow. Astralis look poised.
Another day in the office, another grand final on the cards. Astralis back in full force. Counter-Strike just keeps getting better. Civic's playing ahead of the smoke. Hoping to get a face full of Team Liquid, but unlikely. Pressure mounting. Elsewhere on the other side of the map is Naf. He's given a tiny, tiny opportunity on the jumping CT for info. Does pull some utility out, but that's about it. Well, the CTs, they want to go for some mid-round aggression. Magisk considering it. He is support Glaive, and they've done it again. Catch out Elige. They've got the timing perfect, but this time the frags are working in Liquid's favor. 2 already on the way in. Twist evades the flash beautifully. Magisk, though, he's got to get a multi-kill. It costs to be 1, it's nothing. 4 still standing for Liquid. The sight is theirs. Glaive's not long for this world either. And that's an important double digits for Liquid and less Device. Thank you.
Well, there we have it. Liquid, after losing the first pick, they knew there was heavy presence towards short. Instead of falling back and giving in, they actually forced the issue by pushing towards Monster, applying a lot of pressure there, trying to pounce, giving Astralis a taste of their own medicine. And boy, is it bitter, as Liquid will keep 4 players alive and absolutely sabotage the finances of Astralis. And they're going to be forced buying from what I can see here. It's not a full commitment, but they've taken the money down to $650 in some cases here. Less than $1,000 on every Astralis player. They've got Deagle, armor, and a couple of bits of utility. Now, I'd normally say maybe that's investing a bit too much, but Astralis can make this work. Let me tell you.
We've seen it. And aggression Just undaunted. Astralis, look at the info they're about to get. Charging. There's going to be nothing there. Admittedly, Naf holds towards spawn. And he can't even convert the frag. Glaive has the information now. His teammates can react accordingly. Speaking of, look at Dupree's position. There has to be checked.
Oh, no.
It's not. Puts the lead from the air. It's traded, thankfully, but they start to accelerate. They've pieced this one together. Magisk and Device on the rotate in the back lines. Starting to clear it out, but Magisk Eagle did connect. Zipex not the same. Bomb can go down. I was going to say uncontested, but Device is pushing, and he's got it! What is that? Smooth moves, upgrades to the AK, now 2v2. He's got to do a lot, though. He's the one with the rifle. Naf, he shuts it down, and phew, a sigh of relief for Nafly. He gets the double kill he needed.
All that matters is they get the round at the top of your screen, but that is a massive sigh of relief there. That could have fallen apart. As soon as the AK gets in the hands of Device here on the A side, he's got every chance of finding a second frag. Luckily, wounded, down to 30. I was worried about this moment as well. You can see the pressure getting to Liquid in some cases, not checking key positions, running the clock down, and that was very scrappy towards the end. But as I mentioned, as long as they win that round, that's all that matters. They avoid series points and break the money once again for Astralis. As we go 14-11, we're going the full distance here. The first two maps are pretty one-sided, to say the least, in terms of the half and the disparity in the scoreline. But this one has had absolutely everything. Overpass is turning into a bit of a classic third map, as we'll see the CTs push towards a connected position. It's an equal trade for now, and no weaponry gathered by Astralis.
Yeah, that was their hardest hitter as well. That was the Desert Eagle investment of Dupree. Let's get the frag he was hoping for. But the weapon unretrievable, you're absolutely right, deep in towards the underpass. It's just not going to happen. God, it's the tiniest margins. You watch the replay, you see that first frag Naf gets. It's a wall bang through the corner of Optimus. If Device just stops for a second, this looks different. Astralis match point, it's all ifs and buts.
Oh, this could work
Only
out.
reality matters, and oh, this is perfect. Catches him with a dink, falls off quickly. That's information. They now know where 3 members of the CT force are. And now Naf can come in and clean it up, gets the broom out, and sweeps that one straight under the rug.
Yeah, he's had enough. He's taking matters into his own hands. Time to get nasty in here, as Nafly will be finding 2 frags there. It's going to be Device. Just the USP, not much to be said about this one. Guaranteed victory for Liquid as we go 14-12. We'll have a look at the finances. It's starting to stabilize for Astralis now. I don't think they can lean towards that double AWP setup again. And to be honest, Glaive hasn't looked super strong with the weapon. So I feel like him going back to a rifle is probably the correct call here. Device will have his sniper. 4 rifles around him. We're getting to the bookend now of this fantastic series. All probably in the hands of Nitro. We haven't seen much of it on the T side so far. Will it be the catalyst to their success? Still a chance to reverse sweep this one.
On the ropes this whole time. Twist. It's actually Naf, excuse me. Presenting a flashbang water. Some we've seen early pushes from Astralis there. That likely explains the flash. Nothing there this time. Instead digging in. This is Astralis realizing that that gap is closing. 3 in a row for Liquid so far. 5 with just the 1 blip. But full weapons this time. These are the rounds that hold the most weight. And wait, we might have to. 75 seconds still on the clock. Responsibility of underpass given to Stu. Naf spawn. And a 3-man unit starting to clear the way. Lining up smokes. Whether or not they commit to this, it's not a guarantee.
Absolutely not. With the bomb there, every chance they will. But Nitro's starting to fall back towards the mid position. But Elige will be removed from the equation there. A lovely boost there from the Astralis side. It will be a nice opening pick. Looking for series point here still. Good a chance of any to find it. With 35 seconds remaining, the man advantage. And not really much control for Team Liquid here. They're waiting for an opportunity, an opening. But every second they wait here, hoping Nitro can find it, their chances of winning the round are shrinking.
And so much confidence in their teammates. Dupree and Device, they're still left to their own devices. No rotate needed. And the fight's given to him. Oh, it's a miss. Device is given a second chance, a new lease of life, and he can't connect. Twists, does what he does best. Taps the head! The site is not theirs yet, though. Nade lands 8 seconds. Where's the bomb? Being punched in by Nitro just in the nick of time. Stewie to defend. Catches 1. Bomb now down. Advancing. There's 2 remaining. It's Magisk with a double. All on to Naf. 1 versus 2. Bomb down. He's got to make it 27. That's the first. That's not the second, because Zipex is here. It's a quick one, but it still counts as a clutch. His stats continue to inflate as he saves the day for Astralis.
Series point has been found. What an epic round that was. It had absolutely everything. It comes down to the 1 versus 1 against 2 of the best in the game in that scenario. Xyp9x versus Nafly with the bomb down for series points in the semi-final here in New York. You couldn't ask for more here. And we'll see Liquid now take a tactical timeout. It's actually called by Astralis. I beg your pardon. So it's Astralis wanting to work out how they close this one out. They've got a distinct lack of funds. Yes, they won the previous round, Alex, but they'll only get $3,500 per player.
And let's not forget as well, that's two Nats wing 1v1s for Naf. He's lost both of them. It was Magisk who had the 10-second defuse. Actually, I need to correct myself. Let's not forget Astralis did win that. Looked close for a while. Here's Twist, though. Got the second frag as well. This was beautiful. He had to clear so much.
I thought that was done.
That was it. That should have been it.
But it was Magisk as well. Didn't get as much credit perhaps from us because he pushes through and gets that double kill and sets up the clutch there for Xyp9x. And of course he delivers. And Astralis, like I said, even though they won the previous round, they have the disadvantage here. They have MP9s, UMPs. Yes, they have the AWP device, but still, this will be a difficult round. It's unlikely they close it out here, but they'll give it absolutely everything they've got.
Grand finals. 1 round away. Suboptimal buy made clear, but not necessarily a problem when your positioning is this. Pushed up towards playground. Sure, maybe not frags, but information. dupreeh, he's going to be left to his own devices now. Xyp9x can go and relocate, but doesn't matter if they go quick. Nice work from Twist. Early frag. Magisk gone, the hero from the round prior. Shut down. Glaive, though, plays the waiting game, burns his toes just a little bit, but he's still alive, and he's tiptoeing. Oh, the nade lands.
They might as well save her, Alex. Not really worth going for. He got the AWP up, 2 rifles. It was the SMGs given the tall task of defending that B bomb site. They did fight tooth and nail there by the monster area. Dinks were delivered, but not many frags. And you can see Glaive just scrambling to try and stay alive there. If he gets towards water and delays the plant even for 5 more seconds, there was a conversation to be had to try and retake that one. But they don't have to here. They still have series point. They can still play for the next round, even with 2 players going down, and they'll struggle once again. It'll be a very similar setup going to the next round. But what a great third map this is turning out to be.
I mean, I think this has to become almost the usual when these 2 teams meet, is they seem to have maps they just can the kryptonite to one another on. Vertigo, admittedly, is definitely one for Liquid to take back to the drawing board, certainly against Astralis. Elige, we got that great interview mid-series, Sadakis asking Elige about it and calling it a gimmick pick.
Yeah.
That's how they dismissed that loss. I'm sure that's going to do something for the psychology. Being able to dismiss your only loss so far in this series as a quote-unquote gimmick pick.
Well, they said they'd close things out on Overpass if it got to it. They delivered on Dust too. They looked fantastic there. But now backs to the wall. 2 rounds in a row required here, and they have the financial advantage. Remember, Astralis saved 3 weapons. They're not investing anything at all on Glaive and Mages. That's incredible discipline. 90% of teams would force into this one. You've got 3 weapons up, and you're just saying, we're going to finish things off in round 30. Sure, you can still win this one as a chance, but it's going to be very difficult with 2 full eco players here.
And it's not like dupreeh's in a position where you can retrieve that rifle easily. He's pushed up on Fountain. Not sure if Nitro's got that information just yet. He certainly cast his eyes in that direction. Astralis just leaving 2 players naked as the day they were born. And Nitro gets caught off. Patience prevails. dupreeh 1 step closer to the grand finals. They need 4 more. Liquid, they're getting caught off. Glaive's aggression on short. And Naf arrives on Monster, but it's traded. Glaive with the USP. Can you believe it? They're not done! Not like this! Liquid fans rocking back and forth in their chairs. Fetal position, perhaps. Stewie and Elige left to save the day. They know where one is. Molly them out, that's nice. Magisk gone, smoke towards heaven.
Yeah, this is looking quite good now for Liquid. That's such a great play from Elige there. Flushes out a key component to the B-bomb site. And now they have a 3 versus 2. Kit available, but it's device with the AWP. Not an ideal weapon to retake with. dupreeh sneaks past the crosshair of Stewie there. He's not aware of his presence now. They're running out of time on the CD side. Are they going to push in for this? They're absolutely going for it. 3 versus 1. Elige has to deliver again. Can he save the day? It comes down to this moment, and it looks like it might be done. Had the bomb be defused? It absolutely can. He has got the kit, and it's going to be 16-13. We say goodbye to Team Liquid, and hello to the grand final for Astralis. An epic map to close out this semi-final.
Put your hands together, Brooklyn. It may not be what you want, but you got to respect the counter-strike. Astralis, they do it in 3. Overpass is where it ends. Dust 2, they fell, but it is the grand finals. They'll meet